What do you got, sir?
How many are you?
They've got hearts on the front. Again?
U.S. Army. U.S. Army. These are, if you all don't know, these are boys from Fort Huachuca. I think they're all active duty, so giving them a hand.
Woo!
Any other questions we can answer before we kind of wrap it up and get ready for the Battle of Glorieta?
Do you actually have any of these?
Absolutely.
You know, it's only funny
all the
now.
battles that we're recreating this weekend, the Battle of Valverde, Glorieta,
We know it's just
Picacho Pass, were all Western theater, extreme Western theater battles. We're New Mexico and Arizona territory. Most of the artillery pieces, or almost all, were of the 12-pound mountain howitzer variety. Yes, sir.
Third again?
But as far as the Battle of Picacho Pass, the Battle of Picacho Pass was, there were 12 guys on one side and 17 on the other. But there was no artillery involved. They were both small cavalry detachments.
Thank you for clarifying.
Unfortunately.
Yes, sir.
That unit out there, what is that one?
That is a Confederate Williams gun. That was one of the first breech lifters. There were only 40 ever made. The thing fires very rapidly. You basically load the breech, crank it over, fire. Load the breech, crank it over, fire. It's a fascinating little gun.
Yeah, whereas this cannon
An
fires
original?
4 rounds a minute, that one can fire 16 rounds.
So if they could have mass produced them, who knows? Any other questions?
Yeah, I got a question.
Yeah.
What would cause that shell to explode? And when it did explode, what was the lethal diameter?
The case shot?
Yeah, right, this one right here. Yes, yes.
Well, if you're shooting solid shot, that was up against fortifications. If you're talking about case shot, then you're talking about an anti-personnel
Right, that's what I'm
airbrowse
talking
round.
about, yeah.
Oh, that's good too, about 100 yards.
100?
Well, that whole thing, that 12-pound ball was filled with black powder and shrapnel.
Wow.
So, plus you had a cast iron ball that exploded. So the shrapnel was a huge issue. So did that answer your...
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, you know who you're asking. You know who you're asking, right? You don't know who you're
Yeah,
asking.
do the good side,
Confederate
well.
artillery commander here. So, hey guys, which side is the good side?
Depends on your point of view. The fact of the matter is, all of the battles that were fought in the Western Theater, Glorieta, Valverde, and Picacho, were all Confederate victories. Glorieta, although the Confederates took the field, the Union cavalry was able to get behind them and burn their supply train. So they could no longer advance and they had to pull back their forces. But the fact of the matter is that they were all American. And they all fought for what they believed was their right cause. And everybody had a different reason for fighting. Some of the Southerners believed, the Northerners were invading their homes. So that's why they were fighting. Some was for states' rights. Some was for, and the North was, the slavery issue as well as to keep the Union together. So there were a lot of different motives for fighting, but they were all Americans and they were all heroes, regardless of what side they were on.
Can we hear a good rebel yell from this crew?
I'll do a rebel yell. Come on, I've been talking. Ain't coming.